holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Go! I said it, let's go! Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
You're on, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go one more.
Here's Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the completion good for 6 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Set, ready, and Lobo. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yep. 55. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Mike 50. Charlie. 55.
Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There. 70 in. 54. Oh, watch one. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, get him. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Play action. Now Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here's Lance.
And it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Shotgun now for Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken right on the 30.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Let's go.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. So for Ron Rivera, challenging that call turns out to be the right decision.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling on, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to a quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Set, ready. Blue 32.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Ready, 30, go.
on second and long. Lance. And that is incomplete.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now Lance.
Complete. This is Mitchell.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
The 40. 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Scene 6. Now. Right there in the middle. 55. Get the ball. Mike, 55.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
On second and goal, Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Gibson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw is Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Sheds off the tackle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
On play action, Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Alpha. Mike 55, Mike 55. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike 55, Mike 55. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. There you go.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Switch gears.
From the 31, Wilson.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant. Delta.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson.
Got his man. That's Joe Fortson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They go play action with Wilson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Lance going to throw.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now a play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Let's get sack lunch.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He'll buy some time right. That was going to throw deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young
with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A handoff for Gibson.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Now Wilson.
They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Kittle catching the slant.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 now. Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here to 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
And they'll run here with Gibson.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. This is brought in by Gibson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On on 2nd and inches. Lance, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Lance now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Again.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Lance going to throw. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
Not much there. Only a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
They'll run with Mostert.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Raheem Mostert
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Wilson. And look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Washington 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Yes! Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, let's bring it.
Wilson to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
For the lead, here's third and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver.
And now here is another interception. Picked off here, the 32. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.